Hi Libras, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your mid-monthly love reading. Let's go ahead and get started. Still not doing private readings. I should be doing them again shortly, so I will let you know when that will be. I'll probably make an announcement video that I'm doing them, so be on the lookout for that if you're interested. Alright, what are the messages that you have for Libras? Love life for the second half of What are the messages that you have for the card on the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So this is you being fully in your energy. Okay, you're gonna feel like you're in your power. You're gonna feel great. And there's a couple things going on. First of all, Venus is retrograde in Pisces, moved back into Pisces, and Mercury is going retrograde. I think Jupiter and Saturn are also retrograde. And we have a full moon in Libra on the 11th. And I don't know if you subscribe to this school of thought, but if you do, it's pretty fascinating what's kind of going on in the sky right now with energies. So the theme for this month, if you're not already enveloped in it, is there's going to be a lot of intense energy. Okay, good and bad, and just intense energy. Now, what's interesting about this full moon is it's giving everybody a kind of a check in their self-valuation internal system, okay? It's like you're going to start thinking, no, I don't want to be treated like that. I want to be treated like this. I want to treat myself like this. Why am I not treating myself like this? So there's going to be this like surge of self-love that's going to be coming from this full moon, and it's going to be kind of in this analysis of your relation and how you're relating to other people. Oh, I'm attracting these types of people maybe because I don't treat myself this way, or maybe I'm treating myself this way. I'm attracting these people. So I need that to stop. So what do I need to do? So there's not going to be this like blame that's going on. It's going to be this self-analysis. What do I need to change? How do I want to be treated? How do I want to treat other people? Okay. So it's going to be interesting. Just be kind of aware of that. And because all this is so intense, this energy for everybody right now, with Mercury retrograde and all this emotion that's kind of coming up, just be aware that people's tongues might be a little bit sharper than normal. And so if they offend you, try to not feel offended and just kind of cut them some slack, because even though I just said all this stuff about self-worth, kind of cut them some slack a little bit because energies are really running hot right now, and most likely they'll come back and really apologize. Okay, so okay, couple things this month, the second half of this month. Okay, there may be somebody from your past coming back, possibly, very possibly, a water sign. But what's interesting is you're not sure. The love is there. Okay, the love is there. It's kind of almost as if there's this whole new beginning for you. And I don't know if you're trying to decide between two people or decide more along the lines of, is this real or not? Can I trust this scenario? Okay, I'm not saying somebody's being sneaky, because there's not any huge breakdown. But internally, Libras, you're going to say, I like this. I even love this, but should I? And ultimately, you're kind of deciding to not take the cautious route. I'm not saying you're jumping in, but you're not going to be so slow and methodical about it. And it's actually possible that it could be because you already know the person so well. Okay? But there's a decision that needs to be made. It's going to be possibly pretty humbling for you to feel this. Page of Wands, messages are not coming. But another way to look at the Page of Wands is because he's young, maybe a little ignorant in terms of what should be said, how things should be done. So he's kind of fearless, but in an egotistical way, a little cocky, okay? Yeah, but when he's reversed, there's a humility about that energy. There's a humility about that approach or that message. And it could very well be that there may actually be something real here. So there's like the second guessing, trying to figure out if it's real. It may be a completely new relationship with somebody that you don't know, but it could make you feel childlike. It could make you feel light, okay? And it may be so good that you're just kind of waiting for it to all fall down, so you're not really fully jumping in just yet. But it does look like it's very good, Libras. And a Cups, Three of Cups. It looks like it's going to be very social. And not only social, but the Three of Cups I always liken to, this talks about spending time with friends and colleagues. Now, when you're combining that with love and possibly new love, something that really could turn into real happiness, this could mean that they are accepting and your friends and their friends are accepting of you too. So, wow, that's great. All right. For the additional, let me just talk about if you're single. Well, if you're single, there's going to be something that's new. Could be somebody that's coming back from the past. If you are in a long-term bond, you're going to have this childlike, it's almost as if things are just going to be turned around because things have been so crazy for so long for so many people through teen, even in the beginning of this year. Things have been so crazy that it's almost as if people just can't even believe that something good might actually happen. Okay? So don't think that way though, okay? Don't ever have that mindset. Go with the good. All right, Libras. What are the additional messages for the additional Libras? Wow. What's on the bottom of the deck is the Page of Pentacles reversed. All right, so this I like a lot because this is a card of application, okay? Learning, studying, and then applying, okay? What Pentacles are the tangible aspects. What you do, what you make, what you build, what you earn. Tangible. Now, pages represent messages. So somebody that's upright could be bringing you messages, but I always think of the word application when I look at this card, and I'm feeling like this love energy, Libras, it's almost as if you're throwing the rule book out the window and not applying the things that you have learned about how to get an ex back or how you should be in certain scenarios. You're just trusting your gut. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing this reading is saying. Is that you're going with the feelings but not losing sight of your intuition. Okay, not at all. You're not trying to be so practical either, but you really are trying to stay in tune with who you are, what decision you want, okay, again with this Libra full moon, okay, who you are, what you want, what's going to make you happy. Not in a selfish term, not in a selfish sense at all, but in a sense of I value myself and I want to feel this way. Okay? So this application aspect is kind of thrown out the window when you're really just listening to yourself. Now, again, the Death card reversed right on top of the Six of Cups. So this very well could be an older relationship that just has never really gone away. Be a recent ex, been single for a while and somebody comes back. But the Death card reversed means there's not a big change. There's not a big transformation. It's like there's this seeing kind of. Okay, now, this is interesting because we have the Ace of Cups topped by the Five of Cups. So this wonderful, blissful feeling, but, okay, it kind of speaks to this. But, hey, we broke up because what are we going to do to fix it? Now, Eight of Wands reversed, there's not going to be a lot of communication about it. There's not going to be a lot of back and forth about it. There's just going to be this cautiousness about it and this gut instinct, decision making, not projection, not assumption, not speculation. Okay? Gut instinct, feeling and thinking for making a decision. Not based on what you should do, not based on what you learned you should do, not based on what society says you should do. Okay? You're going by your gut. Stuff may have happened, or it could be so good that you're afraid that it will. But whatever it is, you're dealing with it internally. You're not communicating about it, okay? You're not really putting forth a lot of extra work into it either. Because why would you want to put a lot of extra work into something that already is so good? You're not going to, you'll reciprocate, they'll reciprocate, but there's not going to be extra stuff going on. And because of that, because you're valuing yourself, because you're valuing your time, okay, not spending all your time on them, because you're valuing yourself and you're valuing your time, you all of a sudden, you probably already do, maybe even, but you have this sense of victory, okay? It's this firmness in your soul that says, yes, okay, I'm really taking care of myself, and now I have love. Go figure, okay? That's what they always say, right? You want love, treat yourself like you want to be treated. And then poof, it just shows up. Now we have the Page of Wands reversed and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Now what I like about these cards reversed, remember I talked about the humility aspect. And the Seven of Pentacles reversed means that you're not worried that something's not growing. You're having faith in it. Upright, youthful, cockiness, ignorance there, and feeling tired and burned out that you're working so hard and stuff isn't really, it's growing, but you need it to grow faster. It's like you're just not even worried about that now. Okay? There's humility and there's faith in what you're doing. The groundedness aspect to it. And there is strength. There is strength in this relationship, in this love. Even if, Libra, if you are like completely single and not really looking for love, this love I'm talking about is love for yourself. Okay? You may have found, and I think actually a lot of people are going to be going through this in role. A lot of people are going to be actually really starting to really care for themselves. And it's going to be really amazing to see what happens throughout the next quarter, 3, 4, 5 months. Because if that is the case, if people are fully single and fully taking responsibility and ownership in how they feel and love and care for themselves, it's going to be very interesting to see the love readings over the next few months. So if you are single, this is true success, true fulfillment in the emotional aspect with yourself. I'm not saying you're going to be alone, but I'm saying you're going to feel extremely fulfilled with finally how you're treating yourself. And you're going to be very strong because of it. And where there is partying, there also has to be resting. Okay, so there will be socializing, and there will also be some quiet reverence that you will be doing, spiritual reverence. And this could be resting afterwards. This could also just be that this is soothing your soul and building. Scared me, my dog just started. There will be some reverence there, okay? And I feel very fulfilling to spend time with friends and family, okay? It'd be like fill up the soul a little bit. All right, well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will have your weekly reading up shortly, and your readings will be coming up shortly as well. All right? Thanks, Libras. Bye.